Snake 143, C, 28, master shot,
My name is John Mark Mhenga here. I'm a filmmaker and a videographer. Across the Valley, I think I played several roles in the movie. When I mean several roles, not acting, I'm the producer and the director of Across the Valley, and the story was also written by me and other writers who worked with me. Well, quite a lot inspired the story Across the Valley. First of all, a real life event of an NYC core member inspired the story of Across the Valley. A certain NYC core member that was posted to do his NYC in Benue State. His primary place of assignment was in Buruku local government. That was where he was to carry out his assignment. And then his arrival in the community, he was well received. He enjoyed the hospitality. His whole experience in that community is what the movie is. Well, there are quite a lot we should be anticipating in the movie Across the Valley. First of all, I should anticipate a lot of cultural heritage being represented, because the movie is about the Tiv people. It's about the Tiv people. It shows their level of hospitality and their level of acceptance for strangers and for visitors. You know, they can put a visitor ahead of themselves. So this movie shows that level of hospitality, one. And then secondly, another thing we should be expecting cultural diversity and unity. Because in this same movie, Sheun is not a Tiv person. He's coming from the western part of Nigeria to a part where his people are not there. But yet he was received well. He was even protected. And you know, he even got married to a lady from that particular community of the Tiv people. So there's quite a lot we should be expecting from the movie. You're going to see love, you're going to see betrayal, you're going to see anger, you're going to see humor. You know, there are a lot of humorous scenes in the movie where you can relate with. Okay, why I chose the Tiv culture? First of all, there are two reasons. You know, first of all, the Tiv culture, the Tiv people are the fourth largest ethnic group in Nigeria. You know, when you talk about the Hausa, the Fulani, and then you talk about the Igbos and the Yoruba, the Tiv always come. The Tivs are the next ethnic group. They are not just residents in Benue State, but they cut across different states. You know, they are there in Nasarawa, they are there in Taraba, and they are there in Kogi, they are even there in Adamawa. And recently I learned that there's a community of Tiv people who are in Ekiti. Like this, it's not like there are people who left Benue to go and stay there. Like that, there are people who have stayed there for 100 years. That's where they know as their homeland. And they speak Tiv and they live their lives. They do everything about the culture there. You know, I learned about that and I was amazed the vastness or the largeness of settlement of these people. So I was like, okay, a culture this big, a culture this massive, it requires a lot of visibility about them. It will be interesting to see what they have and bring what they have to the people. And you know, not just that alone, studying the Tiv culture and seeing how interesting it is, It was a thing of beauty to bring to the screen. And second reason is the bias of the fact that I'm Tiv. I'm Tiv by tribe. I'm from Benue State also. But I think the bias is not also enough, because it's not every Tiv person who is from Benue State who knows much about the culture. So being Tiv alone was an advantage for me though, and it can also be a disadvantage. But the advantage is I could source materials about the Tiv easily because I'm from there, and then I learned the culture. I met with the chiefs, I consulted with the chiefs, I learned what I need to learn, and then I had the story. So that's why the movie is Tiv. And predominantly the language spoken in the movie, 70% is Tiv and 30% is English. Production process has been an interesting one. It has been an adventurous one. First of all, I'll start with NDIS. That's Nigerian Diaspora Investment Summit, powered by NIDCOM. The whole process started there. I had a story in my head. I could not just get it out straight. I didn't know how to figure it out, but I had a story that I want to talk about culture. So at NDIS, I was given the platform to pitch the story. As of when I was at NDIS to pitch the story, I didn't even have a full picture of what the story is going to be like. But I just know that I want to tell the story about culture one way or the other. Even if the movie is not going to be all about the culture, there should be something about the culture. So at NDIS, I pitched, and my moderator was Mr. Chike Hofia from Silicon Valley. And then he was my moderator, and I didn't do quite well in my pitch, but he was impressed with what I had. And then he was just like, okay, you have something and we can work on that. Now, after my pitch, my executive producer, who was also my partner, Dr. Garba Ali, was there. The two of them, they just came at me, see, hey, let's work something out. And the whole process started there. It started with a workshop. I had a 7-month script workshop with Mr. Chike. Write, send, he reviews, he sent back with his comment. And then Dr. Garba was there after the script workshop. He came in and he supported me in every aspect that I needed to. Now, when I talk about his support, he's my executive producer. You predominantly expect that, okay, his support will just end at finances, but he went beyond that. He supported me as a true partner. He also supported me like a big brother that wants to see the success of his kid bro. And there were times where I didn't even understand why he would want to make the decisions that he's making over what I'm doing. But somehow he just insisted on them. And later when I see it, and I see that this decision is working for good, and I stuck to it. So they have been there in the process. The NDIS set up this platform powered by NIDCOM, the office of Abike Dabiri. They made that platform happen. These people came, and then that process started. I'm very satisfied with the cast and the crew, because majority of them, predominantly of them, they made the work easy for me, especially the actors. As a director, one of the biggest problems we have, or one of the challenges we envision before we go to shoot is, will they understand my vision? Will this actor be able to act the way I see it in my head? And you're stuck with how you want to communicate that character, that role to the actor to play. But from every character that was casted, they came alive in their roles, from Sheung to Sena, to Akpesue, to Tatenge. These are characters in the movie. And just by communicating, and all I just tell them, just trust me, listen to me. I say it this way, do it this way, and we're done. And they all came alive. And then my crew, amazing crew, from the gaffer to the DOP, to the sound, to the props, they understood the vision completely. And it's almost like before I say a word, I just say, this is how I want to stage this scene. Everybody just set it up and we're good to go. I'm telling you, it went as far as down as the welfare. Man, the food she cooked on that production, I must say, I think it inspired our creativity, or I must give that to the welfare team that did an amazing job too. So the whole production process it's adventurous and amazing, I must tell you. Hi, my name is John Mark Mhenga Iyo. I am the producer and director of Across the Valley, and I want you to anticipate this great movie, this great story. It will come to your screen very soon with everything you are expecting. You'll be entertained, you'll be inspired, you'll be motivated, and you'll be educated.
My name is Dr. Ali Garba. I'm the executive producer of this movie, Across the Valley, based in the United States. This is a much anticipated a movie on Tiv culture, and there's going to be more to follow about African culture in general.